Hey guys, Keith here. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I wanted to talk about surveillance, security, cameras, that sort of thing. If you've been following the Nancy Guthrie case, she's the 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie, which is she's on the Today Show. And Nancy was abducted apparently about 10 days ago now, and she's 84 years old, as I said. She's got medication that they didn't take with her. She was on a pacemaker, and all this stuff. And so, anyway, it's just been quite the deal, and it's a sad situation. They need our prayers for sure. And but they came out with some video yesterday from the Google Nest camera, which is the doorbell. Google Nest, I guess they have indoor cameras too, but this is the doorbell camera. And of course, Ring doorbell. I have the Ring doorbells myself, and they're very handy. So I want to talk about security for us seniors, especially seniors living alone. But we all need it, really. I mean, it's just one of them things. It's a good thing to have, is to have cameras. But especially if you're living alone, especially if you're a woman living alone. Not that you ladies are helpless or nothing like that, but maybe you get targeted a little more, and so I want you to be safe, and having cameras can make a difference. And what I understand about her situation is you can get subscriptions. I'll tell you how the Ring works anyway, and then I have some Roku cameras as well. Works the same way, it's just a different subscription, but so it can get a little costly. It's not terrible. I mean, we pay so much for streaming services. If you have those, that this is definitely worth having, for the just not just convenience, but just the feeling, that secure feeling of knowing that you can go back and look at the video. So you have to pay for a subscription on some of these things to be able to go back and look past whatever, a few hours or maybe even an hour or whatever. It gets rewritten after a little bit. But if you have a subscription, you can go back quite a ways. Okay, so if you're on vacation, something's messed up, something vandalized, something, someone broke in or whatever, you could go back maybe a week, or you can go back farther now, I think, but typically you're not going to have to go back quite that far. So I do recommend the subscriptions, or something to where you have more than just one day's worth of video or whatever, or hours worth, something like that. And she didn't have the subscription. It's just that the perpetrator took the Nest camera, and of course, once you get away from the Wi-Fi and all that, it quits working and quits recording. So it didn't write over anything. And of course, the camera, it's not stored on the camera. That's just the avenue that it uses to record it. It goes digitally to Google or whoever's and has the service, right? So anyway, I just wanted to like I said, I want y'all to be safe, and it's just having cameras. There's a lot of different kinds. I'm gonna put some links down here, some links to some that's on Amazon, the Ring and the Google Nest, and if you want to check those out, I think you'll have to copy the link, because unless you have 1,000 subscribers, I don't think they let you put a link in there to where you can just click on it. But and I will say this: I do get if you copy the link and use that, I do get a kickback on that, a commission on that, which I'll put in the description as well. But I'm not doing that for this. For that reason, I mean, you can go to Amazon and search, because there's a lot of different options, and there may be something that's better for you than that. I think even Walmart, I believe Roku has one as well. I've seen it at Walmart, and I don't have a link for that in there. But having something, especially at your door. I don't have any indoor cameras right now, but just outdoors. But it's been handy. And I had a situation here a while back. I had a couple guys come to my door, and I didn't even talk to them. I was here. We were all here. But I was downstairs, and I seen it went off. They pushed the button, and so I'm looking, and I'm like, who are these guys? And they parked way up the drive, way up the end of the drive. Didn't park down, close to the door or anything, which was weird. And they were looking at inside my vehicles and stuff, and just and maybe they were just, maybe they didn't mean anything by that, but it just seemed weird to me. And so I didn't say anything to them. I was just kind of trying to see what was going on, and they would walk away. Usually, if they're talking to you, right there, you can hear them very well. I've had conversations when I wasn't even here with people, be 30 miles away and talking to them just like I'm talking, here or on the phone. But they would walk away from the camera and get, a few feet away, and it was kind of muffled. Couldn't understand what they were saying. Finally, I was able to take, I took a picture of the one that was ringing the doorbell, and he had a lanyard with a tag, but the tag was turned around. You used to have an ID or whatever tag, and that was turned the wrong way. So I was trying to read the lanyard. It had some wording on it, and it was actually a website. I don't remember what it was now, but anyway, I looked it up. It was life insurance. Well, I'd recently lost my job. I had life insurance with my job. I lost my life insurance. So they probably got my name somewhere. I never saw them again. They never came back. But just, it seemed weird. They were just kind of acting a little weird. And so it's I don't even like to go to the door, sometimes. And I'm a guy, and like I say, it was, me and my kids here, but it's just, you just don't know what people are up to sometimes. And so, especially you ladies, I want you to be safe. If you don't know somebody, don't answer the door. But having one of these cameras to where you can at least maybe figure out who it is, and talk with your neighbors if you have neighbors close by. Hey, have you seen this? Because I had one guy stop by my house and on a Saturday, and he was wanting, I forgot what he was wanting to do now, some kind of energy thing. But when I talked to my neighbors, he didn't go to any of their houses. And they're all right. There's about 7 of us in this cul-de-sac, and they're all right. We're right here. And for some reason, he didn't go to anybody's house but mine. So I don't know what the deal was there. I did talk to him. I was here and I talked to him just through that. But again, he was looking, in my daughter's car, and it was just, I don't know, it's just weird stuff. And so I've had a few of those over the years that people, just acting strange and everything. And it's just, you can't be too careful, okay? And so, if you don't have a camera of some kind, get you a camera, get you something that's going to, where you can monitor, activity around your house, whether you're there or you're not there. And if you see activity, one thing about, I know the Ring has a kind of a community type thing to where if you're having some issues, you can post it and say, hey, I seen this guy, lurking around or whatever, and then you can kind of warn the neighbors, let them know, and of course definitely let authorities know if somebody seems to be up to no good, and kind of see what's going on there, and head that off before it becomes an issue. So anyway, I hope you're doing great, and I hope you're safe, and hopefully the cold weather has been a little bit better to you. I'm still, my driveway's still iced over about 3 weeks now. So I got stuck last night in the drive, and I got out today. But anyway, it's been a little wild this year. But I appreciate y'all tuning in as always. If you could give us a thumbs up on this, subscribe to us if you would. Check out those links down below. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks.